Welcome back to the channel everyone. My name is Henry and, in this video, we will be celebrating prominent royals for the week of 3 to the 9th of June. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer, welcome back. If you enjoy this kind of content, consider liking this video and subscribe for more. We are celebrating for prominent monarchs for the week of 3 to the 9th of June, our monarchs being George V, King of the United Kingdom and the British Dominions, and Emperor of India, George III, King of Great Britain and Ireland, Leopold I, Holy Roman Emperor, and Peter the Great of Russia. We start our video off with George V, King of the United Kingdom and the British Dominions, and Emperor of India, who was born on the 3rd of June 1865 to parents Edward VII of the UK and Queen Alexandra. He was the second son of the King and Queen, becoming the first in line to the throne on the death of his elder brother Prince Albert Victor, Duke of Clarence and Avondale. George also inherited his late brother's fiancée, Princess Mary of Teck, the eventual union producing 6 children. During George's reign, there was a rise of socialism, communism, fascism, Irish republicanism, and the Indian independence movement, all of these changing the political landscape of the British Empire. George's reign also saw the promulgation of the Parliament Act of 1911, which established the supremacy of the elected British House of Commons over the unelected House of Lords. While the empires of his first cousins Nicholas II of Russia and Wilhelm II of Germany fell after World War I, the British Empire expanded to its greatest effective extent. Due to the anti-German public sentiment in Britain during World War I, George changed his family name from the House of Saxe-Coburg and Gotha to the House of Windsor, also taking this opportunity to strip German princes of their British titles and establishing who, in the British line of succession, could be named prince or princess. Other major political events during his reign were his appointment of his first Labour ministry in 1924 and the 1931 Statute of Westminster, which recognised the Empire's dominions as separate, independent states within the British Commonwealth of Nations. He died on the 20th of January, 1936, aged 70. Our second prominent royal for this video is the great-great-grandfather of our previous monarch, George III, King of Great Britain and Ireland, who was born on the 4th of June in 1739 to parents Frederick, Prince of Wales, and Augusta of Saxe-Gotha. When the Acts of Union of 1800 unified Great Britain and Ireland into the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, George became its first king. George was also Duke and Prince-Elector of Hanover within the Holy Roman Empire before becoming King of Hanover on the 12th of October, 1814. He was the first monarch from the House of Hanover to be born in Great Britain, spoke English as his first language, and never visited Hanover. During George's reign, Great Britain defeated France in the 7 Years' War, becoming the dominant European power in North America and India. George's reign also saw the loss of 13 of its North American colonies in the American War of Independence, the defeat of Napoleon at the Battle of Waterloo in 1815, and the banning of the transatlantic slave trade from the British Empire in 1807. George had recurrent and eventually permanent mental illness in the later part of his life. Due to his illness, he was confined to Windsor Castle, his son, George IV, acting as Prince Regent on his behalf. He married Charlotte of Mecklenburg-Strelitz, the union producing 15 children. He died on the 29th of January, 1820, aged 81. He was the longest-lived and longest-reigning British monarch at the time of his death, having reigned for 59 years and 96 days. Our third prominent monarch is Leopold I, Holy Roman Emperor, who was born on the 9th of June, 1640 to parents Ferdinand III, Holy Roman Emperor, and Maria Anna of Spain. He became heir apparent in 1654 upon the death of his elder brother Ferdinand IV. Leopold's reign saw conflicts with the Ottoman Empire in the Great Turkish War of 1683 to 1699 and rivalry with Louis XVI of France. Due to the Treaty of Karlowitz, Leopold regained almost all of the Kingdom of Hungary, which had fallen under Turkish power in the years after the 1526 Battle of Mohacs. The rivalry between Leopold and Louis resulted in 3 wars: the Franco-Dutch War, the 9 Years' War, and the War of the Spanish Succession. He married 3 times. His wives were Margaret Theresa of Spain, Claudia Felicitas of Austria and Eleanor Magdalene of Neuburg, these unions producing 6 children that survived into adulthood. He died on the 5th of May, 1705, aged 64, becoming the second longest ruling Habsburg emperor, ruling for 46 years and 9 months. Our final prominent monarch for this video is Peter the Great of Russia, who was born on the 9th of June, 1672 to parents Tsar Alexis of Russia and Natalia Narishkina. Peter was Tsar of all Russia from 1682, ruling jointly with his half-brother Ivan V until 1696, eventually becoming the first emperor of all Russia, as Peter the Great, from 1721. Peter's reign was consumed by long wars against the Ottoman and Swedish empires. These successful wars ultimately led to the expansion to the Sea of Azov and the Baltic Sea, thus laying the groundwork for the Imperial Russian Navy. His war against Sweden ended Swedish domination of the Baltic region while elevating Russia's standing to the extent it came to be acknowledged as an empire. Domestically, Peter's cultural revolution replaced some of the traditionalist and medieval social and political systems with ones that were modern, scientific, westernized, and based on radical enlightenment. Peter also introduced the Julian calendar to Russia, introduced the first Russian newspaper, Sankt Peterburgsky Vedomosti in 1703, ordered the civil script and founded St. Petersburg, the Russian Academy of Sciences and the St. Petersburg State University. Peter's modernization of the country had a lasting impact on Russia, lasting up until today. He married twice, his wives being Eudoxia Lopukina and Marta Skowronska, who later became Catherine I. These unions produced 4 children. He died on the 8th of February, 1725, aged 52. Peter has brought us to the end of our video for today. If you enjoyed the content, like and subscribe for more. Thank you for finishing this video. See you in the next one.